Hi guys, welcome to another episode of AJAWI TV. I'm AJAWI, and for today, I'm going to be answering one of the questions that my followers actually have been asking me. They've been asking for quite a period of time now, and the question is, what do I think about returning residents buying or building within Jamaica? Right? I want to be genuine with you guys, so I put down my cap as a designer or as an architectural technologist, right? And put on the cap of me being a returning resident myself, right? With the experience or keeping in mind that, hey, I'm somebody that, normally draw houses for these type of individuals, right? So I want it to be genuine in that sense, right? I don't want to advise you based on the fact that I want your business or I want you to allow me to draw your building. That's not the aim of this video. What I want to do is to put myself in your shoes and give my examples from my life experience, and hopefully you can make decisions based on that, right? So without any further ado, let's get into this video.
T5, dude. T5, dude. T5, dude.
All my life I had to fight, I ain't taking no ill, I paid the price. Remember them days we had no lights, now I'm up 2K, I ain't talking no spike. This drop me an avenue.
Hi guys. Alright. So a few of my followers have actually asked me this question, and to be honest with you guys, I actually never wanted to touch on this topic because it's kind of a touchy topic in my view. Simply because what do you say, there are a lot of people who are looking to return to Jamaica, and there are a lot of people or authorities in Jamaica, I believe, that are actually paying attention to what is said and stuff like that. Especially me, because of my particular industry, and if I want to get what do I say, registered, then I have to be careful of what I say. So this video, let me do some disclaimer. This video is mainly my view. This is my view of what I would do. This is my view of what I have observed, and if it is that I was a returning resident, what I would do. So I don't want anybody feel like I'm giving advice as it relates to returning residents and what they should or should not do. I'm just telling you what I would do in this situation, right? There was an article posted. If you go to Loop, you'll see it as well. Where, well, let me tell you the date. The date is December the 4th, 2018. Where a returning resident had actually lost their life due to crime. And the then or present, I don't know if the person has been changed, but the president of the Returning Residents Association was quoted in the article as saying that returning residents should not return to Jamaica and they should stay where they are. Now, why am I saying this before I get into this video? This is because as an association, I don't think that was the right approach to it. So I wanted to touch on that a little. Before I made this video, I actually decided that I wanted to, do a little background on the topic, background search. I mean, I've seen stuff on the news and it's quite unfortunate, but I kind of wanted some information. So I decided to call the Returning Residents Association to maybe see if they would partner with me on this one, to basically discuss it. And their view is, or somebody at the association said to me, returning resident people are not returning to Jamaica right now, and they don't think that now is a good time as it relates to construction because nobody now bill, and people overseas now send back money for come bill right now. And I'm like, wow, this is the view of people at the homeowners returning residents association. Now, why am I telling you this? This is just to show you the mindset, right? The mindset overall. It's not a proactive situation. So I decided to do this video based on my perspective and me being a resident of Jamaica and future returning resident. I wanted to, offer my little bit of proactive advice and my view. All right, so the person asks, returning residents, should they buy or should they build? Personally, this is my view. If I was overseas working for years and I'm returning to Jamaica, I don't think I would be buying. Don't think that I would be building. Reason being is that I think a little bit different, and I think that if I leave Jamaica in one economic position or situation in my life, and I'm returning and I'm going to be building big house, then I'm going to catch the eyes of people, and as a returning resident, I don't want that attention, right? Because I don't necessarily know who is around me. This is the situation that I've seen most returning residents do. They live in Jamaica, right? And they were living in a particular economic environment. Whether they were living in the ghetto or them did live in a little place where never really that good, right? Them go overseas and them do overseas and them a work them money and them a send it back come to Jamaica, right? Or them a work them money and every now and again them come to Jamaica and them a broth. Them a go the biggest parties, them a go a beach trip and they have to carry the whole family, and which when they were here they never used to do that. They never used to carry them entire family, pay for all of them family and carry them go on beach trip. That never happened when them there in Jamaica because them never have money. So that simply means that you are not necessarily that close to every single body within your family. That's just my view. Because right now, I don't go around every single body in my family. I mean, they might see me and I might say, hi, hello, what's up, what going on, you good? And then I'm on my way. So, if I go overseas and I come back, I'm not going to be itching up at your house every day. Every time I come at your house and we go on beach trip together and, yeah man, me have my great grand picnic. I come look for me and all of that. No. But that's the situation. That's what happening, right? Now, another thing that I see returning residents doing is, and this is my life experience, right? I have an aunt overseas, right? She's overseas, and she send back money to her family. She come back to Jamaica. She go in her family yard. She go visit everybody in her family. She come and she stay at her family yard, right? Not knowing that the same family that she's doing that, they themselves are not experiencing, what I say, the ideal lifestyle. But when they come, they see that, hey, Auntie Rosie or Auntie Patsy, her life turn up, she rich now. So they might expect things from her. They then send back money for build house in Jamaica to people who live in the ghetto or people who are not in a very good economic situation. So you're sending back money to people who live in the ghetto, who are of a certain mindset, and then you're expecting them to make decisions for you and have your best interest at heart when you're in the US or you're wherever you are in the world working, right? No, in my view, that's not a good decision to make, and I would never do that. Let's look at this, right? You live in the ghetto, you come back and you build in the ghetto, or you buy land in the ghetto, or somewhere close to the ghetto, and I build a big house, right? Because I've seen it happen, where people go overseas and them work and then come back and them build a big house in the ghetto, not knowing that you leave people in the ghetto where them not go on with nothing from day one, and you go back now in the ghetto for go build house for make them same people they see, which not make no sense. Alright? Or you have family in the ghetto who not go on with nothing, who are dependent on you overseas to send back little remittance so that them can survive. And then you come back and you build big house and you still leave them in the ghetto. At the end of the day, that is a recipe for disaster. Let's look at a situation that happened to me. I grew up in the ghetto, if you never know. I grew up in Arnett Gardens, the ghetto. Bakawal, Jungle, Rima, me know all of them places. I walk all of them places. Now, I made a decision from a very young age that, hey, I want to be something in life. I want to be somebody. I want an education, right? While I was going to school, I decided that, hey, I'm going to get the CXCs that I want. As I leave school, I'm going to get a skill. As I get that skill, make a work and send myself to school because my family, them cannot afford it, right? Them can't afford it to send me to school. No, I won a TV show at one point, right? It's called The Innovators. And business are going good, and that's before I decided that I wanted to go back to school to further my training. Now, look at this. I went and I said, all right, I make a little bit of money, right? I want to assist my family or assist people around me. Now, mark you, I'm not living in the ghetto again. I decided that I'm going to go back and help my family. Meanwhile, I'm there and I'm trying to help my family, right? I say, oh, what is the best thing that I can possibly do to help? I decided that, hey, a little car wash would help everybody, right? People can come work in it and they make them little money. Bring in more people within the community. That means that the economic situation would go up because now there are more money. There's more money being circulated within the area. My very family, the people them who me say are my blood, looked at me and said to me, yo, this land are our own, and after mark you, my aunt did give me permission to use the property, right? My family said to me, yo, I'm not sharing the land with you, and before that, I send man to come kill you. This is my family. Now, I was doing this so that they can have a job or have things that can be done to bring money in a fit them pocket, not just for myself. I was looking at it from a perspective of helping the area and helping the people. Now, what do you think is going to happen with you being overseas and you sending back money to your family for build house for you and leave them in the ghetto? The mindset is not there for that, right? So that's just my experience. Now you can use it to use it however way you want to see it. Now, if I'm overseas and I am building, do you think I'm going to be sending back money to family if I come build nothing? No, that would be a bad idea. Alright. So me the overseas now I'm gonna build. What I would do is I would look at developments that are happening in Jamaica, housing developments, and I would say, all right, I can either build or I can buy. If I am willing to take that risk or take that approach, then I would employ a reputable contractor, a reputable designer, and get the job done. And I would visit periodically to inspect whatever it is that is going on. I would require documentation of what is happening. So I would have a point person in Jamaica to do the job. I would pay that person so that they are not doing it for free, right? I would pay that person to manage that project. No, they are now accountable to me, right? That's the approach that I would take if I'm going to build. If I'm not going to build and I'm going to buy, this is what I would do. I would look for housing developments, right? We can go Chemtech. There are a lot of them around the place that are going up. And I would say, all right, two bedrooms are here within this particular community. It's a good area. It's a gated community. I would create a checklist of what I want and where I would buy. Now, one of these units costs roughly, say, $15 million. $15 to $20 million, right? I would say, all right, this development is going on at this location. I'm going to buy one unit this year. And I'm going to buy a 2-bedroom, right? I'm going to buy a 2-bedroom and I'm going to rent it for the time being. That I generate income and I pay the mortgage. I will allow them to put that money in the bank in an investment account, or, well, there's no other account that I would use. Investment account, right? So that my money is gaining money on it. Pay my mortgage every month from that and still have a little bit left over. Then, as time goes by, I would buy another unit, another development, right? So, I see another house, I build over there, over another location, good community, gated, security, I would buy. Because most of these people are sending back money, hundreds of millions of dollars they're sending back. Now, they are looking to invest in one house, right? And when they come back, they are not understanding that, they are living in Jamaica is expensive if you don't know, right? And you build one big old mansion for you alone living now, unless you're planning to put up all of your family, which I wouldn't be doing that. But yeah, you build a big old mansion when you're overseas. I would build after I'm home, and after I have couple units where I bring in money a month time. That's what I would do. I would look at these developments, buy a couple of them. So Chemtech do one development over there, so I look at that and buy. Then I do another one at another location. Gora do another one there, so I buy. We cannot do one over there, so but buy. No, here's the thing. Within these developments, you can add, you can add to your house. It's just that you can't add towards the front. You can always add towards the back. You can always go up, as long as you don't disturb the frontage of the property, then you're good. Now, if you are buying a house within a gated community and everybody can visit you, you're not gonna see no one bag of fence and all kind of stuff going around the place. You're not gonna see one bag of knives I make. And you can build up when you're ready. That's my view, right? The reason why I would take this approach is because I don't want to be overbuilding. I think one of my followers actually said to me, if you go through the comments on the page, you'll see where one follower said, hey, I wanted to build a 3-bedroom house, and when we finish, it's an 11-bedroom house I have. I was like, yo, dude, that's a hotel. It's a hotel I built. 11 bedrooms, you can't sleep in more than 1 bedroom at a time. No, if you're building 11 bedrooms, are you going to be having your family over at your house every single day? Can you imagine what that light bill, what that water bill would be like at the end of the month? You can't retire comfortably with that because you're going to be in so much debt, or there are going to be so much expenses that it doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. Look at, are you overbuilding if you're going to be building, and look at the location if you're going to be buying. Buy smart. If you're going to look for buy and you're not living in Jamaica and you're going to come back and come buy a house in a location that you don't know nobody, it's not necessarily secured, that doesn't make sense. This is my view, right? I would never leave Jamaica for 10 years and come back to Jamaica so I can buy a house in a certain communities where I don't know anybody, one, and two, I don't know if it is secured. Look for one of them gated communities there and buy a house in them. It might cost a $20 million, right? For buy a house in a gated community that comes complete. You can furnish it and you can live comfortably. You can add to it over time, and you can be in a safe environment mentally and and physically, right? Now let's look at another situation that discouraged me from doing that. And I would say, use other people's experience to adjust and to learn from. I was looking at a video on SoFlo TV where a family member had relied on her brother to build a house for her to come back to retire to in Jamaica, right? She came back, the brother carried her to a house to show her a house that they claim that was hers, right? Carry her to a business that he claimed was hers, and come to find out it is not hers. She sent back over 500,000 US dollars to build that house. She could have bought at least 3 houses with that if she was looking at a scheme or a gated community housing, right? She could have bought at least 3 houses with that. That's my view, right? So I would say, if you're coming back to Jamaica, think about buying in gated communities, then you build. I'm not saying that you should buy, but I'm saying that I would think about buying in a gated community, landscaping, all of the works. Then over time I would build on those. But I would necessarily wouldn't be buying a one house to come live in a. I would buy more than one houses and then look at renting out those, and then the money from those I would look to build on my house in the gated community, not all over the place. All right, so that's my view on this topic. If you agree with me or disagree, please leave your comments below. If you would like to see me discuss this topic a little bit more, you can always say so. All right, so thanks again for watching, thanks again for liking, and I'll see you next time. All right guys, so I wanted to say to you guys that I do this channel free of cost. I give my life experience as a drafting and building technologist, or as an architectural technologist, and somebody who is actually studying to become an architect, right? I don't get paid for it at all. So I would like for you guys to just leave your comments, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I have actually left my PayPal information down below. So if it is that you would like to donate to this channel, please feel free. I actually want to take this channel to another level by, you know, going to different communities and showing you guys and commentating on those communities and stuff like that. But that requires equipment, and I think that over time I can get there. But with your help, I can get there. You can donate as much as you want. If you're not going to donate, that's okay too. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for following me, and I just want to say thank you. So far, you guys have made me reach 500 subscribers, so I want to say thank you for that. Keep looking for the videos. I'm going to be delving in all areas of construction. I am not the jack of all trade, master of all of them. I'm not. So normally what I try to do is to give you examples of what it is that I understand, and then I will go and find people that can explain it better and have them come and present to you so that you have a better understanding. So I'm not saying to you that I'm an engineer, I'm an architect, I'm a land surveyor. I'm not saying that. I am an architectural drafting and building technologist at the moment, right? And I am training to become an architect. So along that journey, I have worked within the construction industry, and that is why I'm able to understand certain terms, and I'm able to break those terms down to you guys so that you can understand it. Because it makes no sense you have professionals within the industry trying to explain things to you and they're using their terms which you're not going to understand. Because I got bashed for that the other day. An engineer actually reached out to me and they were there talking nonsense about, you know, you used the wrong term. I know the terms, but I want you to, as the follower, to understand me when I talk. So, you know, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing. And if you're going to donate, I need a camera. So my drone actually crashed. So, you know, your donation will help to bring you better videos, better quality videos, and I'll see you next time. So thank you, and thank you for being here with me. I'm blabbering, so see you next time, guys. Peace out.